Haley.
I don't know what it is. Why is it? I don't know why it's very cool. It's sticking out. Can you just leave it alone?
No, this.
What? My Toyota? No, put it in my backpack.
You know, actually, Whipple does not even pick up coins when they're too small.
What? Yeah, 1 cent.
Didn't talk him well.
Ben and pick it to me.
It's on the floor. You can find it if you want.
I put it here.
No?
Huh? I put it here.
Yeah, I see it. Thank you.
Joe, can you close it at least?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So much criticism.
So, Roxa, how was your interview?
It was a great interview, talking about our match against G2, talking about going up against Caps, you know. I do hope I get a chance to show Caps some love tonight. Some love in the mid lane.
So going into the G2 game, I gave it a real 50-50 shot. My father always asked me like, how do you think it's going to go? And I just told him 50-50. And usually it's a 70-30, 80-20. And then we warmed up against our academy team and got blasted. So I told my father, by the way, it's a 5% chance we're winning tonight. So if you don't want to watch, go for it. But then we had a draft discussion, and it actually was quite fine. Like we were really clear on what we were going to draft and what our priorities were, and we're all on the same page, which rarely happens. That every member is like, this is a great fucking plan, but let's do this. So it kind of restored a little bit of balance again before the match, and then well, there was some fireworks, I would say.
The two teams are in their prime. Fnatic and G2 Esports have been battling over the past few years. This feels like the first time the teams are on form and they're going head to head.
It's G2 doing it. Cap's trying to trade into Whippo, but Whippo's level 2 already. The Ruthless Predator, that's a lot of damage on Caps. Whippo does not have the Ignite, but Caps is just forced away. Caps has the flash, the trace! Whippo with burst block. Caps looking for the 5-point strike into the back of the alligator. Underneath the towers, not enough damage. And Whippo escapes. MVP Yankos is back in the flash! What is this game, Yankos? Oh, Yankos! Yankos is on his way up. Rox is here as well. Waiting in the wing, has the flash. There's the ultimate. Caps looking for the chase, but is Yankos going to be able to do enough? Whippo heals up, flashes away, and Caps is down. This is personal from Fnatic. Once again, Caps is dead 4 times. Another kill to Fnatic. 7-1 the scoreline.
As from the Shroud and his mobility, he should be safe and allowing Perks to actually get a lot of these plates in the middle lane, but it's not actually allowing G2 to gain any.
Oh! There's no way you should be able to hit that. Cap's still able to get away, but Hillisang on the chase couldn't quite land the Tiamat. Hillisang, he's vying for the best pike in Europe. Cap strong. Oh, no way! No way! Through the heart of our Spring Split MVP. Nemesis now caught out by Yankos, has to flash the wall. Hillisang trying to clear out the wave as much as he can, because here's Boxer, the knockback on Wonder, but Wonder dodging around with the Vanguard's edge back in. 2 kills to Fnatic. Whippo on the chase here as well, as the battle rages in the Fnatic jungle. Whippo coming in, Yankos trying to get onto Nemesis Perks, almost dying up towards the top side, and he will go down. Wonder dies, Yankos dies, Perks dies, Mickey dies, and G2 lose 4.
So I do want to point out the vision that G2 have actually placed down here. They, like Vedius and I, are talking about Twisted Fate and Hillisang. They need to make sure that they have vision that not only protects them to get access to their immediate waves, because let's be honest, they cannot leave their base, but it's also then checking so that no one slips in underneath them to get to a backdoor for Nexus.
Well, Hillisang's going for it.
Gold lead. Hillisang going for it, as you say, the Destiny comes in as well, and Nemesis is on Nexus, looking for the win here. Fnatic do to G2 what G2 have done so many times before. They obliterate them.
So after the game, a lot of euphoric feelings, because the great thing about G2 winning MSI is that when you beat G2, you're now the best team in the world, quote unquote, and now we can kind of carry that title and have a real rivalry with G2, which there wasn't last split. I felt like it was, G2 was always 2-3 steps ahead of us, and now we can say, hey, we can hang in there with you guys. It's a good rivalry. I think this might be the biggest final in if it happens in the history of League of Legends, domestic.
Oh, but we really spot on Caps bot lane.
Yeah.
We really spot. I played his flash. I thought he would eat there, but he flashed into it, and then he speed me, and
And then you got the hook on him. Yeah, you got the hook. Shit, man. I saw that hook, I was like, he's hitting it. He's hitting it.
It's extra spicy winning with Pyke against G2. I don't know. They're like, oh, I'm the best Pyke in you, I'm the best Pyke in you, and I smashed them with Pyke.
Look at this coach. Wins one game.
What do you mean? One game. I won the game.
Oh yeah, you won the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole point, no? We played like
I told you after stage, if we don't pick Karma Pyke 1-2, we lose the game.
Yeah.
I was not worried about picking Karma Pyke. I was worried about my AD carry telling me he's gonna run absolute focus and buy Moby boots.
That's good, no?
So I think in the Excel match, a lot of people were on autopilot. I was really happy with the draft myself, even though Reddit seems to disagree, and I think Bripo disagrees too. So the autopilot part is where, for example, Reckless and Hilly are leashing the red buff and losing push on level 1 when they have a really strong level 1 and need to abuse that in this matchup. Tim dying 1v1, taking 2 tower hits is really not something he would do. I think Broxa was experimenting with his jungle passing, just trying to be unpredictable for the future games, so by doing something he shouldn't be doing just because it's Excel. So I think there was like a mix of being on autopilot, some disrespect maybe, and then we found ourselves behind really quickly, and it took us some luck, I would say, and some strong mental to come back.
Vision, because Fnatic have to make the play. Boxer looking for the Sonic Wave, but the turret comes out. Knocked out. Shot knocks him back. Here comes the final champ, and Whippo locking in with the Darkin Blade. The kills are going to rain down. How many of XL can get away? Whippo in the middle of it all gets expect. Cage will jump forward as well. Mickey and Mystique will escape with the Baron, but Fnatic find 3. Expect is here to tank the tower, and XL want the inhibitor. Is this just it though, Ender? They can take the inhibitor. You've still got 20 seconds on the rest of the timers. Looks like XL say no for now. With just 10 seconds on Broxa, they must back away. But remember, the poke and the double slows from the Ice Sport and the Yuumi here are taking Mickey solo. Solo right for down! He heals, he shields, he gets himself out. The QSS just in time, and the chase starts once again. There's a teleport coming in from Nemesis on the top side of the map as well. They're trying to find the collapse here. Again, the slows, as long as Reckless has mana, they will be able to slow them down. But with Cable here, it's gonna be hard. There's no package here on Nemesis. He might have just jumped into his demise. Just out! Crit, crit, boom goes the AD carry. And now Reckless, look at his the offensive stepping forward. Yuumi needs to get to him. The true shot barrage sweeps them off the map. XL lose 2, and Fnatic are fighting back. Fnatic are on a rampage. Whippo goes for Mystiques. He gets the kill. Mickey falls. Fnatic get the win.
It was like a scrim where it was really doomed, and like half our players was like, just get me out, you know, like just get me out. And we're like trying to make plays just to like see what happens. And it was like we have to end this game because 3 Infernals, Sivir, with like almost 5 items. It's not gonna happen, guys. So we were like, can we even end? Can we end? Oh, we have to flash on Sivir. So I was just really hoping Sivir was gonna run it down, and thank the gods, she did.
Yeah, but this guy bought QSS and joining the call was like, but why you Reckless buy QSS? I was like,
I knew.
I
knew. At some point they have to kill me, right? Because I'm the final boss. And the only way they can kill me is either Lux Flash Binding or Poppy Flashy. Or Akali Flash Stun. That's it. Those are the only plays. So I buy QSS because it, well, Blade wants AD, right? So I just buy AD items. So I will buy Scimitar. Watch final boss in the mid lane.
Before the season started, I did not expect us to go 6-0 or be on top. I think our practice was awful. But maybe in the end, I think this is actually part of why we're doing so well, because the last split we were winning up to 85% of our practice games going into the split, and then we were really confident, and maybe there was some nonchalance on the stage. And right now, since we were hovering around 50% win rate, everyone knew if we're not going all out and really trying to win this game, then we're just not going to win it. And that showed on stage. If you could hear the comps, which you can sometimes hear in the mic check, you can tell the players are really on fire. They are trying to win it and being really active in the communication as well.
This is Ezreal. And then Arcane Shift. And then he shoots, I think he does like...
Looking real nice.
Gonna get a lot of goals with this.
Oh my god, so pretty. So pretty. What a pretty baby face.
What a pretty what? Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Yes.
Is this security or boarding?
Boarding pass control. It's not even boarding.
all the mechanics. I'm outplaying you. I'm outplaying you. It's harder now. I'm outplaying this harder.
No, I see you. This is our line, yeah. Oh, we got a.
You think we should go eat? This lane is gonna take forever now.
You want Burger King?
Yes.
Take a coffee.
Because we can just go at the end, you know, it's not like they're gonna leave without us.
How was your flight, Broxer?
It was long.
Long?
Tiring.
How's your flight, Tim?
What is this? Yeah. Stop it.
Can you do your best American accent?
I don't know.
How are you gonna get to the hotel if you don't speak American?
Probably gonna fly there. This guy thinks the shit falls out of the plane, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
This is what he said this morning in the taxi, that when people take a shit, it just falls out the plane.
Like a shit tanks or something.
What, you actually thought poop falls out of the plane when you poop?
Just like walking in the street and it's like...
Yeah, that's what I said to him. He's like, no, I think it just disintegrates before it hits the floor, you know? Like it just disappears.
Hilly!
It's not true.
Wait, Hilly, is that where you think rain comes from?
But I do it. This is what happens on trains. That's what he said.
Oh.
So like on the train tracks, he thinks there's just piles of shit all over the train tracks. You're dead.
They think I speak to my family about all stuff or something. They don't teach you in school.
You know, it's so nice that you are so naive. You know. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So for your whole life, were you just taking a shit out on the plane and thinking, oh,
But you know when you
fly
flush in the airplane, it's actually like you can hear really loud sound.
Yeah, yeah.
And I always thought it's like, oh, like
It's
can I?
sucking it out.
Yeah, exactly. Can I see like the clouds and stuff?
The travel to LA went pretty fine. It's never really fun though to travel for such a long amount of time. I think we traveled around 18 to 20 hours in total, so it was pretty rough, but yeah, it went fine all. Was pretty smooth for the most part.
How's your time here been?
Traveling sucks. Hotel sucks. Food, good.
Well, we're at Rift Rivals right now, having a little vacation, I would say. It's a bit of a meme because we play like either 4 or 5 stage games in the time span of a week, and we play like somewhere between 3 and 6 scrims. And we're here for a week and we're getting jet lagged and whatnot, so we're trying to make the most out of it. We're just trying to make sure this is an event that players remember, trying to have fun, trying to get to know America.
I think the matches will be really hype. I don't know much about the level of the NA teams though, honestly. I don't really watch NA LCS. Every time I watch it's literally an ARM, like no meme. It just looks like they're trolling.
What do you think about all the mid laners in the competition?
They're all from Europe, so thumbs up.
But I don't come into it thinking it's necessarily a free win. I just think from what I've seen, NA is a bit of a clown region, so maybe the games will be funny.
I'm not looking forward to playing any teams.
It feels really nice being back in the studio, and well, them having a smoothie bar here is definitely one of the highlights, even though I really messed up my smoothie this time. Never making my own smoothie again.
What's it called? The shuffleboard thing is my favorite thing. Just have a game to play while waiting for food or waiting for smoothie. In EU, there's not much to do. You just have to wait for the flies to leave your food.
Someone is getting a smoothie right now. Hopefully, gonna be better than mine.
Did you have some smoothies?
Only once, the one you recommended, it sucked.
Well, sorry for the bad recommendation.
But we should go to smoothies right now after this.
Yeah, we will.
Wait, you're top laning?
Yeah, of course.
What are you playing?
I play anything. Like I have a leading theory that if you're good at the game, you can play any champion anytime. So I can play any role, any champion. But if you want to win, I'll play Renekton.
Have you ever jungled before? You support me?
I jungle in gold. I play Sedge or Nocturne, so this is going to be a lot of fun.
Two very different champions.
I also play jungle Pike, but someone has stolen my Pike away from me. So.
Do you know how Pike works, Carlos?
Oh, what?
Do you need a? Should I send in Hilly to give you a lesson? Because you know his.
I didn't play extra games either.
I played 2 games at level 15 yesterday.
Okay.
I lost one, but I won the other one. So
I played 1 game this week.
cool. I played some TFT. Does that count?
Oh yeah, that does count. You'll win the draft for us. I really like Camille.
Right. Yeah.
But Ranked doesn't require much skill, so it's just I don't have to warm up my fingers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Just go on
Press
stage,
Q.
press W and Q, and then it's over. No skill shots.
Easy win for us, man. I'm looking forward to it. Is it 60 at the moment?
This is gonna be the first game in my career that I play with 144 Hz.
It's actually 240 hertz.
240. Oh, I used to play at 60. I didn't know. I'm a simple boy from a simple farm town. You know? I play whatever's on my monitor.
What?
How do I put 144 Hz?
This is only gonna go badly.
Yeah.
It's only gonna go badly.
Are you getting nervous? Because I'm getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I'm super nervous now. I've never played a game on stage. Like, what is this? I'm actually super scared. Easy clap. Easy clap. These guys aren't gonna know what hit them.
We lost it at the first pick.
Hey, the first pick.
And that happens in pro play every now and then too.
So how did that game go for you?
Not so well, mate. Not so well.
What happened?
Well, I got smashed. Everyone got smashed. Actually, in hindsight, can I just flame myself? I TP'd bot lane and then I lost my lane for it. It was a Buipo play.
I mean, I kind of told them what to do, so it's kind of my fault. We didn't prepare for the Olaf, which I actually think is a hard matchup to play. I don't think it counters Renekton like really hard, but it's hard to play. You need to know exactly what you're doing, and that's obviously not easy. And you need, you know, your own good pressure.
Yeah, I'm James Crow, and this is
Maya Crow.
And where have you come from?
we're from Michigan.
Yeah. And why are you here today?
For Fnatic, of course, our best team in the world.
Ever.
And last year we came, and Maya didn't get a chance to see the team, so we took a special father-daughter trip out here so that she could meet all our favorite players.
I just met Braxa and Hillsing, which is awesome, because I love them.
How was it for you?
Great. I think I'm dreaming right now.
Yeah, and it's like at Worlds this year, because it was like 2 or 3 in the morning our time when they were playing, and I was actually at a wedding, so I left the wedding and we like called each other and then watched it together on YouTube. And so like having that, how often do dads and their teenage daughters have something that they look forward to doing together consistently, and so having that through Fnatic is pretty special.
Yes.
I don't think I take anyone. Keep my gold.
But why don't you guys buy like Leona and Brown? Like you guys
He's gonna make support man.
CC kills people.
Yes, let's play full Guardian. Yes, you.
Yes. So cool, by the way.
How do you even kill for it?
Do you like this game, Hilly?
No.
I am fucking dead. I'm facing the rioter. It's lost.
Sejonio, please.
Save me! Save me! But Gnar!
Hey Dan,
Pete?
do you think you can go pro in teamfight tactics?
Yeah. Maybe I'm a bit bad at the moment, but yeah. You wanna test it? I can try.
What happened in your last game?
AoE damage from my graves, by the way.
I win traded.
You win traded?
Yeah, I wanted Reckless to win, so I suicided.
Oh, that's how it works, huh?
Yeah.
How
You'll
did
see
you?
later. I
What
can find
place?
you- I can
What
find you
rank
later.
did you come?
6.
He knows that NA players don't win games too much, so he just wants to give them some confidence, you know.
Jesus, Broxer, that's toxic. I've done interviews with you, Broxar, Joey, and Nemesis.
Okay, who was the most toxic?
Most toxic.
Towards NA.
Players suck, ping suck.
Looks easy. That's why maybe it's addicting, because you are always so good.
Hey, how was your first Teamfight Tactics experience?
So much bigger tables.
Honestly, I see why people are hyped.
Why?
Because it's a very fun game if you're a League of Legends fan. Without the added toxicity and stress of an actual game.
Let's play all together.
So I think
We came to have
I'll probably play more, but I also think I'll get addicted really fast, so I should probably not play more. So it's
just have fun, bro.
it's Rip Rivals, yeah. Let's just play TFT all the time, guys.
What do you think of Teamfight Tactics?
No, can you stop? I don't even know what to think. I haven't played it yet.
Have you played?
One.
What happened?
And I ended up 7th, and Mephisto was helping me. So.
I think this is the best I can do.
Right? Record me. I want every teammate who plays TFT kicked.
I'm not playing TFT, I'm watching.
He's doing it again, he's gonna flank me again. I think I should have moved him, I should have moved him to the left side.
Focus, I want the Kha'Zix smash shot.
Oh, but no one's focusing your Draven. Your OP one. It's actually over.
But Karthus is over.
Oh, am I full?
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wait. Wait, Dravens?
My Draven is respawning.
Oh, the
Brand ult!
Oh baby!
Brand ult really smoked. I think we got this.
Oh,
he got the one shot by the way.
No, he did. No, I won.
Holy shit, you're so
Holy
good.
shit. Jesus.
But you know, you won like 16 fights when you were 4 HP.
I was 4 HP.
You were 4 HP. You know, I came on my kill like 20 minutes ago because you were 4 HP.
So I decided that Dan is going to play against Team Liquid and against TSM. He has been performing pretty good in scrims. I really like what I'm seeing. And this is a perfect opportunity to play him. Like, we had to choose as coaching staff, like, do we want to start him in Excel against Excel, for example, like an easy match. But then we said, well, maybe Excel is a little bit too hard, so let's start him against Team Liquid. And well, let's see how that goes.
I'm really excited to play my first game for the LEC team. I'm also happy that it's at Rift Rivals. I think it's good to start against such a strong team like Team Liquid. It feels like there's a good chance for me to show myself.
So I think we're kind of throwing Dan in front of the wolves, like actually making him play against Team Liquid, which is obviously not worse than Excel. I think he fits in really well. I think his playstyle is very bot focused, which is kind of what we told him, like, this is what we want from you. And I think just all around he's a pretty nice guy. He's not someone who's like trying to kick Broxah out or anything. He's really trying to actually help the roster, and I think that's a really good quality for him to have. Like, he's basically part of our coaching staff at this point.
I think it's true that I've become part of the coaching staff, honestly. In most of the teams that I'm in, I do end up coaching. So in terms of how I get on with the coaches and in terms of me giving feedback to players, I think it's fair to say I have kind of become a bit of a player and a bit of a coach at the same time. I can maybe give some perspective to both the coaches and the players of what each other are saying. So I think it's a good link to have. Honestly, I haven't felt any nerves so far. But I do recognise it's been a good couple of months since I've played on stage. The last time I played a match was, or like a real match, was in the EU Masters semi-finals. So maybe tomorrow I feel slightly different, and maybe, I don't know, I don't feel like there's an expectation to perform as of yet. I think it's more like a test run, but I feel like I expect of myself that I perform well and don't int. So yeah, maybe overnight I'll put some pressure on myself, maybe feel a bit nervous coming into the game, but we will see. So far so good.
Fnatic looks for the final push. Flash in from Whippo, straight onto the backline, double lift is done. Reckless could just shred through them all, it's all on impact. Can he find a catch? No! Nothing available for him. Reckless is unstoppable, impact falls, and Team Liquid will fall by the wayside. Fnatic remain undefeated, and so do Europe.
Fnatic going straight for the jugular on this one. Licorice taken out. Fnatic going all the way, ladies and gentlemen. Day number 1 of Rift Rivals. A perfect score for the European teams.
TSM can just go for the end here. They have the super minion. It's all up to Nemesis. He needs to try to kill someone off immediately.
but I don't think he can do it. Projectile, lost chapter, Pop Blossom gonna find 2 and Pop. Fnatic taken out. It's gonna take a bit more time as the minions crash in, but the TSM win coming through in the end. 0-2 to kick things off, but up against Fnatic, they are finally able to find a win.
Strong performance by them, of course. C9 playing without Sneaky, hampered to say the least, but Fnatic eventually will clear this out. Actually, the minions trying to kill Hylissang, helping out Cloud9 as much as possible. Fnatic take the Nexus and strike first here for you.
I'm really hyped. I don't know if you are, but this is what I wanted. I wanted the team to lose so we could get game 4. I wanted the game 4. We got it last year and we wanted it again.
Well, tell us to win now.
And then I was actually secretly hoping they would put in TSM too, and we got TSM. Because I know we will win.
I mean, I have to stand here awkwardly because I don't know what side you're at.
Some of the flash still available to initiate this. Broxay is here. It will be a 2 versus 2. Bjergsen goes ahead, throws Nemesis back, but now Bjergsen's going to be taken very low. He's stuck in the cage. He can't step on the side. Having a dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, but first blood still over to Fnatic. We're going to face check that brush here. Broxay finds him with a cocoon. Grig's able to find the stun into more damage going through. Repel keeps the enemy jungler alive. And now Grig is taken down. Fnatic collapsed with 4.
Big turn there from Fnatic, punishing Grig right there. Trading the top lane, Broken Blade.
Offside, Broken Blade is broken in half, and Whippo wins the 1v1. Reckless can wave clear pretty effectively here. Whippo going into the front line, they're gonna find the chains, and there's your reset. Smoothie is gone. Whippo's going crazy. He goes into the resurrection. TSM barely walking themselves away. Broken Blade in the back. Whipple's able to find a double. Nemesis swoops in. Broken Blade gets a shutdown onto Reckless, but now he'll surely fall. The CC is there. The damage will follow. And it is a 1 for 3. Fnatic take that fight. Nemesis and the rest of Fnatic trying to buy time for him to escape. They'll turn around. They'll kill Broken Blade. And Fnatic are on to the Nexus. They look to end it here. TSM have nothing to say. Bjergsen will fall. And Fnatic's push continues without losing a single man. Nexus turret number 1 down. Nexus turret number 2 down. And Fnatic will secure the Rift Rivals win for Europe.
When G2 could not stand their ground, it was Fnatic that said definitively, EU is greater than NA.
Chunky cat, Hilly.
Chunky.